guys, another couple hours in the basement tonight. Got this other wall framed up and around the window so that I'll be able to access the window. Now, if you're wondering why these studs are all in weird locations, is because I wanted a stud to come up on each side of the window here, so that when I have somewhere to nail my trim piece to, there, down here, and on that side. So that's why the studs are all in weird locations, because you still want to keep your consistent 16 inches on center. So you still have 16-inch on center pieces, which, looking at this, I got to put one more right here. Right here, I got to put one more stud. And I'll have to put a block across here this way and hit the stud into that, because you always want to run 16 inches on center, because then no matter where you stop your piece of wood, you have somewhere to nail it to. Same thing with drywall. You know, if you're putting up 8-foot sheets of drywall, same scenario. You want to try to always have a nailer that's going to stop at 16 inches on center. So now what I did was, there's another electrical box up there in the corner. So these 3 corner boxes up top, those are going to be on a switch. Those are going to either power LED lights and also a fan. I'll probably maybe just put a fan in this corner blowing at an angle out that way. And then the other ones will be for like an LED light strip. Also, I gotta lower those boxes. Huh, good thing I looked at that. Those upper boxes need to come down because the ceiling's got to come down. Actually, where that blue line, paint line is probably where those boxes need to come down a little lower than that. Good thing I just noticed that, because I would have been, luckily this wire right here is just strung between the 2 boxes, so that's not a big deal. I just got to pop the nails, drop them down a little bit. So basically down here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. Okay, so there's 2 plugs in each box, which is a total of 8 plugs, which is a total of 8 games. I'm not going to put any more than 8 games on one circuit. So for instance, these 4 plugs here is going to be 120 amp circuit. Those games will probably only run 3, 6, 9, 12 to 15 amps to run all 4 of those games. So I will more than likely put these plugs up here on the same circuit, because they're only going to run 1 fan and an LED light strip, which is going to take next to no power. So those will all be on one circuit. So then on this wall, I have 1, 2, 3 plugs, and then I'll jump one over on the other side of that wall for my 4th plug. So that'll be another 8 games. That'll be another circuit. So what I'm trying to do is just do 8 games at the most on each breaker. So this is a breaker right here, which the switch is in that room. This is another breaker right here, another 20 amp breaker. And this, I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. I haven't determined how I want to do the games. I'm almost thinking groups of 4. Groups of 4, just randomly, like islands of games, so that there's more room to walk around everywhere. So if I do that, I'm probably going to have to take these wires, run them up in the ceiling, figure out exactly where I want to put the games, and then I'll probably make a metal pipe that probably use a gas line, actually, with a flange that screws to the ceiling, and then the two electrical wires, because we'll have to have 1 to 4 games and then have to go back up to the next one for 4 games. I'll probably run black electrical pipe and put this Romex inside of it. It's not going to hurt anything. It's no different than using conduit. But at least if I use the black pipe, I can screw it through the flange up there and then bring it down just behind the games, you know, and then I can hang a 4 plug box off of it. That's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping that'll work out. You know, there's not a ton of room down here. Once you start putting games in place, it really starts taking up the room. So, all right, well, this is just a quick video on the progress. So next in this area is going to be framing this ceiling down. The ceiling's got to come down quite a bit. I want to hide this ductwork. I originally thought about leaving it high here and then dropping it down and over, but I don't think I want to do that. I just think I want to keep it all one level height, but I'm just not sure yet. I think that's what I'm going to do. So it's going to have to come down pretty far. So I'm going to build this ceiling a little bit different than I did the other one. Rather than stacking 3 2x4s high, it's only going to be 2 2x4s. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a kicker that comes off the side of that joist, comes down and hangs down to the height that I need it. And then I could screw my 2x4s into those kickers, and then the second 2x4 into the first 2x4. So basically it's just gonna bring them down to the height that I need. So I think that's really about it for now. That's going to be the next one, and that I'll video me doing some of that so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And I got to start figuring out how big the ceiling tiles are going to be. I'm thinking in my head, split from this vent to the wall, split it in the center, and this will be 2 rows of tiles, and then there'll be 2 more rows of tiles over there. I'll probably divide it into 4 rows. The reason why so many tiles is just for the simple fact that if I need to take them down, it's going to be a lot easier than like a 3 foot by 3 foot or a 4 foot by 4 foot tile. That's going to be a lot harder to wrestle around to take down if I need to get up into the ceiling. So, all right, guys, well, that's going to end this. Just a quick update. If you guys are liking what you're seeing, please like, subscribe. Any questions or comments, feel free to ask. And also, if you wouldn't mind sharing, that would be great. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.